So, Becky, you have a film in the Documentary Edge Festival this week. Can you please tell us why people should come and see your film?
I would hope that people would come and see the film to learn about an amazing photographic artist called Anne Shelton, who's a peer of mine and also a contemporary artist of great repute, whose work is probably underrepresented in the canon of contemporary art in New Zealand. We also look at the 90s as a hotbed of creativity, and there's some swearing. Those are the reasons.
Fantastic, thank you so much. Congratulations for having your film in the festival.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your award this evening. What does that mean to you?
First of all, it's a big surprise. I never thought, just to come here, it's a good surprise for me, and then to win an award is another surprise. And I'm also very happy that a film like this is winning an award. And I'm happy to bring such a film from Israel, from my country. Usually hear really bad stuff about this place. And here is a story which is positive, which shows some positive aspects of the human beings that lived in this country. So I'm happy about that.
So do you know which day your film is actually showing down here at the Q Theatre?
Yes, I have one screening tomorrow at 2:30. And then I have another one on, I think, Sunday and Monday, but I'm not sure. I have 3 screenings here. It's called My Hero Brother, and it will be screened right here. And everybody's welcome to come and join.
Alexandre, can you tell us about your film that's going to be playing here at the DocEdge Festival?
Yeah, my film is called 7852. It's a feature documentary about the shower scene from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
And why should people come down here to Q Theatre and watch it over the next few weeks?
Well, I think people should come here just in general because of DocEdge. I think it's a wonderful film festival. It's actually my 3rd time here. I think just the whole team do an amazing job. It's a great fest, great programming. Really, there's no reason to miss it.
And why are documentaries so important? Do you have a favourite, like over fiction and documentary? Would you prefer filming a documentary?
Well, as a filmmaker, actually, I watch a lot of fiction personally, but that's a personal choice. That said, obviously, documentary is it's what I do. So clearly, I believe it's a very important form, and I think it's a very exciting time right now to be a documentary filmmaker. There's so many different stories being told in so many different ways.
So my film is Fallen Flowers, Thick Leaves, and will be shown tomorrow on Thursday evening. And it's about the changing sexuality of Chinese women. So it's really about an aspect of Chinese society which is really in transition, but which also sets actually the traditional roles of men and female under pressure. So it shows really an aspect which is, I think, not shown before.
So where have you come from to be here at the Edge Documentary Festival 2017?
Yeah, I came from New York City. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and it's my first time in New Zealand.
And so you have a film here in the festival. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, my film is called Supergirl. It's a feature documentary that tells the coming-of-age story of an 11-year-old girl who is from an Orthodox Jewish family and is also a world record-holding weightlifter.
Ah, fantastic. Now, somebody told me about this because my sister's actually into CrossFit, and she was, she got an award here at the Masters just recently. So how exciting is it to have it here at the festival and to be travelling to an international festival with your film?
Yeah, it's really exciting to be here at DocEdge. The film has played at a bunch of festivals in the States, but this is, it had the international premiere in Australia just a few weeks ago, and then this is the 2nd country to play the film. So it's very exciting to see how it's been received, in a different culture, and it seems so far to be received well. It screened in Wellington prior to these screenings in Auckland, and yeah, it's been good.
So my name's Kevin Double, and just been deeply humbled to win Best Emerging New Zealand Documentary Filmmaker. Our film, which is in this year's festival, is called Set in Stone, and that also got a special mention for Best New Zealand Feature Documentary. And you can see it on the 31st of 31st of May here in Auckland in this wonderful theatre on the big screen there. Or if you can't make it on then, you can see it on the 1st of June in the slightly smaller screen, but more intimate. And I'll be at, this might put you off, but I'll be at both screenings to answer any questions. So, yeah, don't let that put you off. But, yeah.
Fantastic. Can you just give us a little synopsis about the film?
The film really, it is a corny thing to say, but it really is a slice of New Zealand life as seen through a different perspective. So the story of a Māori soldier who fought in World War I and has been commemorated within a memorial in Wanganui with all of his comrades, and it's the first memorial to Māori soldiers that was, and so that's the only one that's dedicated solely to Māori soldiers, and it stood for 75. Well, 1925 it was erected, and it stood in Wanganui for all this time. But over time, earthquakes, storm, and everything has attacked the stones, and equally the memories associated are gradually eroded. And then a special event comes along that the memorial has to be rebuilt. And the story captures that moment where the monument's rebuilt and you can see a Māori World War I soldier returning home. I mean, he's seen in so many different lights. He's only a statue in the film, but he comes across so many different ways. And yeah, it's...
We don't want to give away too much, so we might leave it at that. But that's fantastic. Thank you so much for coming along tonight and for actually, congratulations for winning such a wonderful prize. And you've travelled here from overseas to come here to New Zealand for the International Documentary Edge Festival, and you've got a film showing here, Ada's Secret. Yep. So can you tell us about, first of all, your film and what it's about?
Ada's Secrets is a film about a family that started its way after World War II. After the liberation of Bergen-Belsen, which was a notorious concentration camp that was turned into a displaced person camp after the war. It's a family that had 2 kids, and ultimately, after a couple of years where they were born, the family broke apart. One kid was sent to Israel for adoption, the other to Canada, and they never knew about each other. And 70 years after this happened, on camera, they discover each other, get reunited, find their mother, and that's the first half hour of the film. Then it turns into a kind of a detective story where they look for the answers of what really happened during those 2-3 years after the war, looking for their mysterious father, which we don't know who he was. And it really tells the more general historical story of the DP camps, in which life exploded in after the war. It's an untold story. I mean, nobody ever touched that specific story of the DP camps.
Fantastic. And you've come all the way from Israel to bring this film to us here in New Zealand.
Very long flight. You guys are very far away.
And we're very privileged and lucky to have your film showing here in Auckland for the Documentary Edge Festival 2017.
And I'm very happy to be here, nonetheless, even though it's so far away.
Fantastic.
I'm having a wonderful time. So it's on Saturday and on Sunday, the film, Ada's Secrets.
Ada's Secrets. So come down and see that at the Documentary Edge Festival. Awesome, thanks.